What's up, you guys? And we're back. If you guys seen Scream, man, you already know what we're going to talk about today. This guy right here. And all I can say is, it was insane, man. So you guys, man, to let you guys know before we start, this video will have spoilers. So, you guys, if you haven't seen Scream, I will get out of here. I'm going to give you guys about 5 seconds because it's going to get crazy, man. A lot of details, and, yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys should be out of here by now. And just starting off, man. So yesterday, man, I went to go see Scream, man. I'm feeling 1,000 times better. Just still don't have my smell. But man, Scream, man, this was crazy, man. I went in thinking about, like, it came out to be a whole different type of movie. Yeah, man, I went in thinking it was a whole different type of movie. All I'm gonna say is, man, they killed it with this Scream. It really gave you the feeling from the first Scream. That's what I think. It did a lot of fan service to the first Scream. And personally, I think that this was probably one of the best Screams, besides the first one. The first one, of course, is a classic. It birthed the movie, the franchise. But I almost want to say it's better than the first one, dang near. Like, bro, this was a different type of Ghostface we've seen here, man. They killed it, man. Bro, this is definitely top 3, bro, out the Scream franchise, for sure. So to start it off, man, make a long story short, so we start off basically with the classic stab type of Scream scene with the, you know, teenager answers the phone, Scream comes, and you know, he's toying with her. But in this one too, he's kind of more talkative. I never heard Scream talk as much, and you know, it's like he's smarter too. Like, he was tricking her and stuff like that. Her name was Tara in the movie. He was tricking her and stuff, and yeah, man, started off crazy. He freaking comes in the house. He not kills her, he stabs her. I thought he killed her because he was just mangling her, broke her leg. I'm like, man, what the hell? Comes to find out she's still alive, and she's, you know, and you know, she's not in bad shape to what happened. I mean, she has a cast on from the leg breaking, her arm, he stabs her in the hand and stuff like that. But she has a sister, which, alright, you guys, this is gonna be crazy. I know you guys already seen it, but it is Billy Loomis's daughter, man. It's crazy. I kind of figured it when she kept saying he's my dad and stuff. So it's Billy Loomis's daughter, and that was her sister. So you guys are already seeing what I'm going. If it's his daughter, of course it's gonna be someone that's, you know, obsessed with the story and stuff like that. And so, make a long story short, there's a group of teens and stuff, and you know, the ordinary Scream with just more up-to-date stuff. This Scream was gruesome. We got Dewey back, man. It was so crazy. It was so nice to see Dewey, man. He's one of my favorite characters. They even played like the broken arrow, like the freaking music that you know, the theme every time you see Dewey, the dun 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 dun. Like, I can't explain it. I don't know how to do the beat, but you know what I mean. And it was crazy. He came on the scene. I guess he still misses Gail, and you know, Gail always does bullcrap to Dewey, but this time they said Dewey left her. It's crazy, man. I felt so bad for Dewey, and they were showing like these little scenes to show how connected they were, how he still watches her in the news and stuff. Make a long story short, so is her name Judy, I want to say? It's the cop from the previous Scream. Anyway, she has a son who's Clay off 13 Reasons Why, and I think his name is West on this. So, make a long story short, she gets a call from Ghostface, and you know, he's like, you know, basically that he's gonna kill her son. You know, Ghostface. She's like, you know, we're not around him, you're lying, da, da, da. So she's rushing. Boom, he comes, he kills her. I was so shocked he killed her, and then, it's so crazy, you guys, he kills her son. And that was one of the best kill scenes, bro. He stabs him in the neck, and it shows the knife coming out the skin. Like, oh, and it was just like, there, the FX team killed that. I mean, that was probably one of my favorite kills, and he did it slow. This Scream was crazy, man. He was off the chain. And rewind it back, it was some guy, he was like a D-head. Basically, he was freaking getting into it with the guy who plays football. I forgot his name, and it's like, You know, back and forth, and then he goes out like, okay, I'm gonna see you. So here's his car. They're playing that Scream theme, of course, from the originals, and it's Scream, man. He kills him. He mangles him. So that kind of threw me off, because I thought maybe it could be like the football guy. I'm like, no, that's too naked. Like, it can't be him. And I kind of figured it was a girl from the one where it was Neve Campbell's niece, I want to say, or her something like that. So I'm like, bro, that might be a girl. There's a lot of females in this, and you know, it's always two or whatever. So the part that you guys made me drop a tear, you guys, no lie. Oh my God, man, this part made me drop a tear. I was trying to hold back. I was looking in the air, trying to think about nice stuff that happened in my life to just get my mind off this scene. I'm looking at Monica like, please don't let her see me drop this tear, man. Like, it was so crazy, because make a long story short, Tara's in the hospital, and the sister, she basically, Billy Loomis's daughter, her name is Samantha, by the way. She's basically like, you know what, like, he's probably at the hospital. It's like, you know how Scream is, he kills someone here, but he's already heading to this area. So they go or whatever, and Dewey gets in the car. Boom, Tara has the hole in her hand, and then she's just moving her wheelchair, just bleeding. It's crazy. So it's so sick, because it all makes sense because of who the killer was. The guy, he kind of gave me Stu vibes. I forgot his name, but he pops up at the hospital, and he's just playing that little role like, I'm just watching Stab. Like, he's so like unaware of anything going on. He's just learning about Scream. Like, I already knew, like, man, it might be you. You know what I'm saying? So make a long story short, rewind back when Billy Loomis, Sam, and the guy who gives me Stu vibes is actually her boyfriend. So they're going out to the legacy characters and stuff like this. So they reach out to Dewey, and Dewey, they're talking about the rules and stuff, and Dewey's like, man, you know, have you checked your love interest? Because it might be. But it was so on point. It's like, so the whole time, make a long story short, you guys, Dewey was right. The killer is her boyfriend, man. The guy who gives me Stu vibes, but he's, you know, Dewey got it on the first try. Like, man, might be him, you know what I'm saying? But a guy like me, he plays his role so cool. Make a long story short, go back to the hospital scene. He pops up like, man, are you okay? He's the only one. It seemed like the hospital's dead. She see this dead cop, and she's just like, So make a long story short, they get to the hospital. Reminds you, the guy, Stu, where basically he's just like, yeah, everything's okay, but you know, that's the average Scream. He pops up, how are you here? How did you know? You know what I mean? He's just already there, but it's like, it's kind of confusing, because I'm not gonna lie, he actually, now that I think about it, I don't even think he came with, no, he didn't come with Sam. It was just Dewey and Sam. So why the hell are you already at the hospital and stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? So he was kind of fishy from the jump. He keeps saying, what are you doing on your phone? He's like, I'm just watching Stab on Netflix. Like, just taking notes just in case something happens. No, but like, no, he was just studying it. You know how he was just studying how he was going to go about this story, because he was so obsessed with it. But anyways, Dewey comes. Tara, she's about to get killed or whatever. Boom, Dewey comes to the rescue. Samantha's touring with, she's on the phone with Ghostface. Like, yeah, he's like, were you ready to die? Which one are you going to save, your boyfriend or your sister? And then she's like, like trying to, you know, she's prolonging it. You can just feel it. And then the elevator's open. She was like, I was just buying myself some time. So Dewey shoots. Boom, boom, boom. Like, they fighting or whatever. Matter of fact, and Dewey shoots like about 6 times. And me being a Scream fan, I knew that it was a bulletproof vest, because it's Ghostface. So he falls into the case. Well, this is crazy. She falls into the case, Ghostface. And Dewey's just like, basically, all right, man, we about to leave, They're on the elevator. Dewey stops the elevator. He's like, you guys go. I forgot to shoot him in the head. That's the rules. So Dewey goes back, man. And it's so crazy. He gets this phone call. He's literally finna shoot. He has this crazy, like, lights on Dewey scene, man. He's loading his gun, got his, you know, some nice music playing. And I felt it in my heart it was finna happen, because don't double back in a horror movie. So I already prepared myself what's gonna happen. And Dewey's going, and I was kind of thinking that we were gonna go back and Scream wasn't gonna be there. He was gonna be somewhere else and just jump out and stab him, but he was actually still there. And I'm like, yeah, it's definitely like a bulletproof vest or something. Like, it's some type of plan that's going on with Ghostface. So Ghostface is literally just sitting there, like, he's just sitting there, and he hears his phone ring, Dewey, and it's Gail, of course, and he looks down. But by the time he looks down, Ghostface just pops out, stabs him with 2 knives. And it's like, I'm thinking like, he still can survive though. Like anybody can survive. Nev Campbell gets stabbed all the time. But he just ripping them like through him. I'm like, it's over. You see the blood spill out the stomach. I drop a tear because I love Dewey, man. And it was so crazy. And you know, he said, I forgot what Ghostface said. He said, oh, not this time. Or yes, this time. Because Dewey said, not this time. When they were fighting and scruffling and stuff. But Ghostface was like, yes, this time. Just do this. And his blood fall out. I'm like, damn. He killed Dewey. And Dewey is actually so good of a character. He played his role so good. It hurt my feelings, man. You know, sometimes, you know, they have to die, these characters, to keep the franchise on your toes and stuff like that. But it was sad that it actually happened. So we will never see Dewey again in the Scream franchise. And yeah, it sucks. But, you know, he dies and stuff, a slow death. He just looking up, and then Scream shows his like vest with the bullets in it. Of course I knew. And then, you know, Scream has his pose with both of the knives in slow-mo. Damn, man. Like, I knew it was gonna happen. I knew one of the legacy characters was gonna die, man. But make a long story short, Scream is killing these teens off, man. And I love the characters. They had their different personalities. It was so nice. I just liked it, man. And they killed it with their Scream. Personally, man, I'm not gonna lie. It's some things they did that was better than Halloween Kills and stuff like that. And they still kept that feel, how they always bring up the Halloween franchise and Scream movies and stuff like that. So that was nice. But it's just bro, some stuff was better than Halloween Kills. The only reason I won't say it was better than Halloween Kills because of it was like literally the average Scream movie, but it was better shot. It was just better to me. But it was the average Scream with the teens, and it was at least 2 Screams. They followed the rules, if that's what you know. They paid great fan films, like not fan service. You know what I mean? I said fan service. They definitely brought a nostalgic feel back with Scream. I feel like I was watching the first Scream, but like revamped, if that makes sense. Like, it was crazy, and you know I'm young, so it was crazy me just being able to watch a Scream movie in theaters, and it was definitely a different horror feel, but it's super crazy, man. Make a long story short, we get to the end. Tara's like, man, I gotta get my inhaler. They're finna leave Woodsboro. They're like, this is something no one ever did in Stabs. So he was like, I left my inhaler. So they go back to the original Scream house, man, and they have this rule basically, like they like who led us here and stuff like that. They're all becoming creepy. You know how Scream gets, they give them these sayings and lines and stuff to make everyone become creepy at the end, so you don't know who to trust. So make a long story short, the guy who plays Stu, he's like, so I started thinking about the girl, I forgot her name. She so as the scene comes there in the basement, she's going to get some beer, and the curly head chick comes down and is like, you know, never supposed to come to the basement by yourself. But she's like the Jamie Kennedy, I think it's his name, from Malibu's Most Wanted from Scream 1. She plays his role. She's obsessed with this horror. She's like, you know the rules. You should never come in the basement. And then she's like, but you came behind me, so that makes you the killer. They're going back and forth, killer who, killer this. But I'm starting to think the other girl is weird with the dark hair, because she's like looking at her like crazy, walking behind her like, you go first up the stairs. I'm like, it's definitely her. So Monica said that too, like she think it was her. So it's starting to make me feel like it was her. I did not think the guy that like gave me Stu vibes with Scream. I'm not gonna lie. It threw me off. But so make a long story short, they go upstairs, they're partying. He tells everyone to get out the house because the police or something, I want to say. So the football guy, he gets stabbed in the back. So he was, you know, he gets stabbed up in the back, and everyone leaves, and she's like, I forgot what happened. Let me think, you guys. They're in the Scream house, the original Scream house, and she's like, I just remember they had this little debate, and they're like, so you're the killer? And the girl says, no, I am, and just boom, shoots the girl with the pink highlights in her hair, and I'm like, dang, she was just getting interesting. Shoots her, and you know, it made like, it was crazy. This scene was so realistic. Everyone's scattering, getting these rooms, locking them. She shoots, and then she runs out the house. Nev Campbell and Gail is walking up to the house with their guns out, and she's like, oh my God, scream, the female scream, is running out, oh my God, he stabbed me. And then Campbell was like, I like the way they made it different and made it more smarter, not stupid, make every horror villain just so, not villain, like final girl, so, you know what I mean, not stupid, but like, who is that, or do you need help? Neve Campbell automatically says, do you trust it? She's like, no, definitely not. And then the female scream like, you know what, fuck it. Boom, starts shooting. He was like, all right, boom, boom. He shoots Gail. She shoots Gail in the stomach. Boom, Neve Campbell enters the house. They had this little slow motion moment to pay respects to the house. Boom. So Neve Campbell shooting every door in the house. So she ends up shooting one of the doors. You hear, ow! It's the guy who gives you stew. I need to find out his name, matter of fact. I don't want to keep saying that. But he just giving me stew vibes. So one moment. I gotta know these people's name. His name was Richie. His name was Richie, the guy who gave me stew vibes. And Amber was the killer. So Amber is the female Ghostface, and Richie is the guy who gave me stew vibes, which is Ghostface. But she shoots him, and he's like, ah, you shot me. So he's walking downstairs, and then Samantha comes out like, you know, just comes out downstairs, and he's like, come on, like he's trying to help her, but he stabs her. I'm like, it was just like, I knew it, but I didn't want it to be that. But he was screaming. Him and the Amber girl teamed up. They were obsessed. Amber had moved in the house, and she said she was obsessed since they moved in the house. So that's why she became obsessed. And then Richie just wanted to continue the franchise. He feel like Hollywood is weak and stuff like that. So Samantha's upstairs. Rewind it back. This was before they met up downstairs. She's upstairs. She sees her sister in the closet. So Richie had tell Samantha, like, how you don't know it's your sister? She the one who brought us here for that dumbass inhaler, right? So she's like, so they had the scene. She's in the closet taped up, and it just shows like, and Monica asked me, like, would you untape your sister if you were in that situation? My dumbass said no, because I'm just in the movie so much, but I probably wouldn't, because it's just, I don't know, man. The way they made this scream, you couldn't trust no one. So it blanks out, so it don't shows if she untapes her or not. But so they're in the kitchen, just like the Stu and Billy Loomis scene, going back and forth. So Neve Campbell and Gail, they're in the kitchen, messed up, stabbed and stuff. And then one of the screams separate rooms, just like the first one. And then one gets dealt with. So he's like, yeah, you didn't even free your sister. You're stupid. Like, she was like, no, I did. So that was the twist. Her sister's loose in the house. They're scared, and she has the crutch that she had from getting injured. She beats Amber ass with the crutch. They're fighting, and then she beats Amber ass with the crutch, I want to say. And then Amber, they're fighting there in the kitchen, and then Gail gets the gun, and Amber's the one who killed Dewey, because she said it. I love seeing his look on his face when I killed him. And then she's just like, Neve Campbell's like, basically, here's the gun, you do the honors. She shoots her, and Amber falls into the stove. She burns so crazy. That kill was sick. Then Stu, the guy, I keep saying Stu because oh my God, he reminds me of Stu, you guys. But Richie is him and Samantha. So she sees these little visions, I forgot to mention that, of Billy Loomis here and there, like his soul, his spirit, him bloody, you know, with the white shirt, with the blood, the OG Billy Loomis. So she just basically like sees her dad in this mirror, and it was so crazy. So she sees her dad in this mirror, and it's a knife by the curtain, and he's looking like, but it's crazy because he's supporting his daughter. He'll think he'll support the killer, but he just like, yeah, there's the knife, do what you gotta do. So she stabs Richie, like she's going crazy. I could have sworn, bro, you could, like, it could be like damn near she was screaming the way she stabbed, like gush, 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 blood splattering. Just like how Billy Loomis had blood on her, it's all over her. She just stabbing, the dad's like looking like he's proud of her. He just stabbed him, boom, boom, fucks him up, no lie, boom. And he's like, this Richie guy was like, man, what about the end of my franchise? She was like, this is the end, slits his throat. And then Neve Campbell says, you gotta check because they always come back instead of the guy coming back. I knew he was gonna come back because he had a big U on his throat. The burnt girl comes back, which is Amber, runs out the kitchen, yeah, burn face, yeah, slow motion. Tara shoots, boom. It's like, I need to stick to Babadook and stuff. I still like Babadook or something, because she said when Scream asked her in the beginning of the movie, what's your favorite scary movie? She says Babadook. She's not into slashers, but so that was a little joke, but that was the end, man. It was crazy, man. I definitely give Scream a 9 out of 10. I love it, man. I'm looking forward to see if they do a part 2. And it's so crazy. Damn near convinced me that Billy Loomis's daughter got something going on when she stabbed Richie up. And yeah, it ended like that. Sad to say, man, Dewey died, man. We will miss Dewey. You know, Gail, they're in the ambulance. And they shows this little pullback scene from the house. Super nice, man. But yeah, you guys, Scream was crazy, you guys. Definitely one of the best films of 2022, even though 2022 just started this year. It's gonna take a lot to top that. Only movie I think that will be in competition with that is Halloween Ends, of course. So now I'm definitely gonna watch that again, just to, you know, make sure that it was nice and stuff. So I have to watch that again. But you guys, check out Scream. It is sick. I promise you, man. It kept me on at the end of my seat the whole time. And when Dewey got killed, it made my heart, I was literally just balling my fist like, no, he could come back. But when he ripped him, like, shh, I'm like, damn. It really hurt me, you guys. But comment down below, what do you think about the not Ghostface, what do you think about Scream 2022? And do you think it was better than Halloween Kills? That was my question walking out. It's kind of hard. I don't think it's better, but it has some better moments. I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't no cringy Evil Dies Tonight. They made sure to keep it. But I don't know, you guys. But don't forget to slash that like button. This is my review on the 2002 Scream. I appreciate you guys for all the love and support. Don't forget to hit me on my social medias at ILIKE and slashers and slash chats. It's been real. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.